Hello and welcome to another video from the only channel you need to not only survive the current apocalypse but actually enjoy it. And I think about a year ago I did a video about my fig trees, and a lot of the people that came to check out the video were people who were thinking about growing fig trees, or people who normally watch my videos who simply decided to grow fig trees because they saw my fig tree video. Well, apparently a lot of them folks are getting figs on their trees now, and they have sent me messages asking how are my fig trees doing. So that's what this video is going to be about. First off, I'd like you to take a look at the height of the main fig tree in the front of my house. I am 6 foot 4 inches tall, and you're about to see me standing next to the fig tree in front of my house. I have fig trees surrounding 3 sides of my house, and this is the side that is this is the southern side of the house. This is the porch where I keep my computer and my recliner. And these figs aren't doing as good as the others simply because there just isn't very much light hitting them. We're in a very wooded area, and the sun is only hitting these fig trees directly at noon. This is the view from the east or west side of the house. We have figs on 3 sides of the house. This is the west side. This porch is open. It's not a screened-in porch. But you can see that these trees are really kind of like completely surrounding the house. I really can't see anything off of my porch except these fig trees, which is perfectly fine with me. I love looking at my fig trees. Here's a little open area, and we've got some figs over here. This is a lemon fig, and we'll get on the other side and take a closer view of that. These are South Carolina lemon figs, and they'll get considerably bigger than that. Well, maybe not too much bigger, but yeah, I guess if I took better care of the tree. This is actually a cutting I took off my dad's tree, and his always had really huge yellow figs. So they never get brown. They kind of just get to be a yellower version of green. This is the only one I have of this tree that I know of. I think I have several in the woods, but they're not doing as well and they're not making fruit, so I can't really tell. Now this is the north side of the house. And these figs are kind of doing like the figs on the other side. They don't get a whole lot of direct sunlight, so they don't produce as many figs, but they're really healthy and they have got plenty of figs. This is the one fig tree that's right in front of the house, and I'd walk over there and walk around and show you the other side because the fig trees are above the roof on the other side as well, but it's too dangerous. I just don't want to even try it. I do have several trees that are doing really well that are not next to the house, but they are next to posts that, posts that are sunk in concrete. It seems to me that the calcium off the concrete allows for them to be very healthy. This one's very healthy. This is basically a chicken fig because my chickens can easily fly to the top of this and eat these figs. If you notice, they're very tiny. It's because it's going to be a while before they're ripe, but look how many there are. And here's another one. This is actually a different variety. I can't even remember what it is, but I've got it written down on a piece of paper somewhere. A little grasshopper getting himself a snack. But he's snacking on leaves. He's not snacking on figs. But these have a unique flavor. I wish I remembered what the name is. And don't ask me what it is because I'm not going to go looking for that piece of paper. I just eat them. I don't care about all that other stuff. Over here in this batch of dog fennel is another fig tree that I think is doing really well. I should be taking better care of my lawn. I don't even remember what kind this is, but the tree is way taller than me. Let's see, I'm 6 foot 4, so this thing's about 10 feet tall. And it's doing really well. Everything that I put out in the woods or out in the lawn has just basically died or isn't doing much of anything. The stuff that's up close to the house, or this one here I've got next to this power pole, and I've got a post in the ground with concrete around it as well. We're back to the south end of the house. Sun's kind of shining right into my lens, so you may not be able to see too much of this. But that's all figs. And I mean, basically my yard is just woods. Don't have any more lawn anymore. There's a cypress tree. And there, if you can see it, is a persimmon tree next to a water oak. This is all taro. That's what the Hawaiians make poi out of. And it's, you know, enough taro to feed me and my family forever, I guess. Last year when I posted my fig videos, I actually went around and took video of every fig tree on my property, and some of my fig trees are out in the middle of the yard, some are deep in the woods, some are next to the house. The ones next to the house did very, very well. And a lot of people made comments about the reason my fig trees weren't doing very well, where they weren't doing very well. And all of the comments were about how I need to cut the weeds away from the bottom, and how I need to put fertilizer on them, and how I need to make sure that they get plenty of water and things like that. Well, that's not the way we work around here at Sustenance and Covering. I put things in the ground. The things that do well, I put more in the ground near those things. The things I put in the ground that don't do well on their own, I just let them die. I do not have any desire to feed my food. My food is to feed me. And you'll find that a lot of agricultural products are like that. You absolutely have to work yourself to death weeding and watering and fertilizing and protecting from insects. I don't grow anything like that. When I first started my channel, it was about sustainability, and I thought that agriculture could be part of that. But I always was hoping for a kind of agriculture that would take the least amount of input, and there's very few things that will grow here of that nature that require little input. They all require a lot of input. So fig trees are one of those things that if you can find a place where they're happy, you never have to do anything except put them in the ground and then once a year harvest. If you don't want to survive, don't listen to me.